What is up, people? Today I am doing some makeup weightlifting sets. I said that I lift weights every day since last year, 2025, and that is mostly true, but I'm a hypocrite like everybody else, and I cannot stick to it every day. So I punish myself by making myself do makeup sets. So let's do a few of those right now. And I wanted to talk about hypocrisy and how we are all truly hypocrites, I believe. I was realizing how much of a hypocrite I was being to myself, and I was telling myself, just lift weights every day. And to be honest, I did get like a solid 340 or 50 days of 2025, so I had some makeup sets included there, but I was really sticking to it, and I've been slipping a little more this year. But it was just revealed to me how much of a hypocrite even I could be to myself with a commitment as easy as do one set of weightlifting per day. But here we are. And it made me realize that hypocrisy is kind of baked in to the DNA for us, isn't it? I think we're all hypocrites the more I've thought of it. There is always going to be some way or another in which we are not keeping our word or sticking to a commitment we make or a principle we claim to have. And I think it makes perfect sense, actually, because in a society where we are all, for the most part, trying to fit in or trying to mesh with our environment and the other people in our environment, essentially the biological drive of making a community and guarding and protecting each other and thriving with each other within that community. In today's day and age, I think in order to feel successful doing that, a lot of us have to put on a mask or fake some level of our personalities in order to make friends and relationships, right? So I think if your heart and soul eventually builds the courage to convince you to try to live as your true authentic self, then naturally that's going to clash with the version of you that has been wearing a mask. And even if you're not someone like me who's hidden parts of his personality for a long time, if you're someone who's all out there in the open, then either way, regardless of who you are, we all face rejection, and you can't control how the people who reject you or don't like you see you. You're going to be seen as a hypocrite, or you're going to be seen as a failure or a jerk or wrong in some way or another in which you believe or know in your heart that you're not wrong. So regardless of if there exists someone out there who truly is not a hypocrite, I'm sure there's at least 10,000 people on the planet who thinks that person is. All that is to say, I think we can all show each other a little more grace when it comes to pointing out hypocrisy. I think hypocrisy is kind of easy to spot and something that is easily used to destroy someone's credibility, where maybe there still is some. I think if we're going to argue and debate with each other or tell each other where we're right and wrong, then perhaps instead of focusing on simple things like hypocrisy or semantics or whataboutisms, instead we should be focusing on making sure that we ourselves are always approaching discussions from a good faith standpoint and acknowledging the simple facts of the matter at hand rather than resort to emotional hang-ups that detract away from the substance of the conversation. That's my little mind blurb for you today. And it looks like I did my one set for today as well as... okay. I think that counts. Three makeup sets. Congratulations to me for receiving dopamine. Hooray, 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 hooray. Thanks, folks. Have a good day. Hope you get that thing done today as well. I know how hard it is to even do the one thing. Good luck. Peace out.